3 of high school Friday night. Boy, we had a dandy of a matchup. 4th-ranked St. X against top-ranked Male. Bill Callis gives all the details.
If you think rush hour on the Watterson is tough, try St. X and Male on a Friday night. The main parking lot could not handle the 10,000-plus fans.
St. X himself sold over 3,000 tickets. And come back here.
I'll get it. Probably in a parking place of $10.
How far away is it?
It's almost on the interstate, right?
Yeah.
Of course, we were able to find a safe and secure spot to leave our automobile. Once inside, it was number 1 Male and number 4 St. X. After a Male turnover, St. X capitalized with a 32-yard Andrew Wheeler field goal in the first quarter. The Tigers led it 3-0, but Male came right back. Redmond to Danny Mosby in the end zone. Great catch. He gets it, and Male takes a 7-3 lead. Male increased the lead on this Julian Dawson 1-yard leap. It was 14-3 Bulldogs. And then Male Tony Driver, an 8-yard touchdown, and Male was in the driver's seat. They led it 21-3. They go on to win it 24-9 to remain undefeated. The Bulldogs over the Tigers. Bill Callis, High School Friday night.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the Jefferson County scores. It is Manuel Easy at home over Atherton. Montez Brame, 3 touchdowns. Look at there. How about there for an upset? Eastern beats J-Town. Fern Creek at home, no problems. Bounced back from that Male loss. Holy Cross passed PRP. Valley won on the road at Shawnee. Trinity goose-egged Wagner tonight. Big score. Butler passed Westerville. Backyard squabble. DeSales passed Moore. Iroquois won at Southern tonight. And we're not quite finished with Jefferson County. Doss hosted Fairdale tonight, and Mike Hartnett checked out that game as well as Southern Indiana. Mike?
First stop, Fairdale at Doss, and early, nobody wanted the football. Dragons quarterback Gary Gum gets picked off by the Dogs. Later in the first quarter, Fairdale's QB Derek Emerson throws one right to the Dragons. Can anybody throw the football? Well, not quite what we had in mind, but not too bad. Later, another pickoff. James Johnson makes the grab for Doss as the Dragons toss the shutout tonight, 15-0.
They had one. Nobody called anything.
Across the river we go. Madison at Floyd Central. And as for those Cubs, Bill Wilcox goes straight ahead for the touchdown. The visitors trailed 14-13. The Highlanders had plenty of offense tonight, led by running back Steve Kramer. This led to a touchdown, but the victory tonight goes to the visitors. Madison wins it 30-27. Last year, AA Providence knocked off 5A Jeffersonville. Tonight, the rematch here at Blair Field.
Monkey!
Down 16-0 at the half, the Pioneers picked it up in the third quarter. Chad Unruh with a pair of scores for Providence tonight. Jeff was still leading 16-14. Then on the kickoff, the Red Devils turned on their burners. Brent Lane will take this one all the way down to the Providence 36-yard line. And Jeffersonville was in business big time, and Reggie Red Devil, a cousin of Ren and Stimpy, could hardly contain himself. And on the very next play, Providence could not contain Keith Phillips. Phillips may be the fastest kid in Southern Indiana. He's like a blur down the sideline for the touchdown. Phillips and the Devils, too much speed for Providence. Jeff wins it 30-14. Mike Hartnett, High School Friday night.
Get to the rest of the Indiana side. It is Bedford North Lawrence at home beating New Albany. Clarksville on the road wins at Corden. Boy, there's a big win for them. Charlestown, a winner again tonight at Mitchell. Columbus East, no problems at Jennings County. Springs Valley scores early and often to beat North Harrison. West Washington passed Paoli. Salem, a couple of touchdowns enough to beat Brownstown. Seymour on the road wins at Shelbyville. Tell City by a field goal at Boonville. A couple of touchdowns all Indian Creek needed to win at Brown County. Ron Colley wins at home against Columbus North, and Perry Central over Woods Memorial. Coming up next, the story of a defensive end at Shelby County High. But this young man must juggle football with life on the farm and in the classroom. It's a dandy. Come back for this story.
What do you get when hot and cool join forces?
Hot eats, cool treats, a Dairy Queen.
When you want it all, it's all here at Dairy Queen.
It's hot.
All kinds of burgers, hot dogs, chicken and fish sandwiches.
It's cool.
Plus all kinds of soft serve and yogurt treats you can't get anywhere else. It's the one place to be when you want more than one thing to eat.
Hot eats, cool treats, we treat you right.
For more than 50 years, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance has been a friend of families all across Kentucky. We serve the people who are the heart of Kentucky. At work, at play, on the farm, or in the city. Through generations, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance is there for you. Proudly celebrating 50 and 75 years of service, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation.
It's about time. And the time is 5:30. Turn on Wave 3 News Extra, weekdays at 5:30.
This is the NFL. Takes you inside every quarterback's nightmare and highlights the dream-come-true careers of the best defensive players in the league. Don't miss the greatest interceptions on This is the NFL.
Catch the action Sunday at 12, only on Wave 3.
Tonight on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
I really hate being the ugliest guy up here.
Ladies, meet actors Rob Morrow and ER's George Clooney.
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
And gentlemen, country superstar Trisha Yearwood.
She's an American girl.
Plus, Midnight Confessions and Jay's in Las Vegas starting Monday, NBC Night Shift tonight.
Welcome back to High School Friday night. I had a ball tonight. I spent this evening the Wave 3 chopper traveling the outer regions of Jefferson County. First stop, Henry County, where the 2-1 Wildcats were hosting winless Owen County. And don't judge a Wildcat by his mohawk. Meet 6'1", 242-pound senior lineman Brian Kays, and that's sir to you and me. Brian is not only headed for big-time football, he intends to build the road to get him there.
Starting right tackle, number 72, Brian Kays.
By the way, that's proud Papa Phil on the mic with the introduction. The junior Kays is a Governor's Cup scholar, class valedictorian, and headed for glory as a civil engineer. Does MIT have a football team?
Let's go! Come on, Wildcat!
Henry County was making sure the Rebels would never have a chance for a yell. Tailback Robert Woods, the final 10, and into your living room. Wildcats beat the Rebs 27-14. And by the way, Brian, do your parents know you have that due?
We found out. They'll see tonight.
Next up, Oldham County, where the Colonel's men had some Franklin County Flyers stunt team by the rudder. Hello, Colonel.
Hi, Bob.
We hadn't exchanged pleasantries when Curtis Higgins and I found ourselves smack dab in the middle of Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. 6'2", 205-pound sophomore Ronnie Robinson swatting Oldham County flies until he managed to swat, drag, pull, and tug most of the Colonel's brigade into the end zone. But it was the Colonels who had the last salute, shooting down unbeaten Franklin 15-14. Last stop, North Bullitt, where the Eagles' wings were drooping. They had seen all of South Oldham running back Iron Green they wanted. Green, with a scamper here, set up an early third-quarter touchdown to make it the Dragons 35-0. Minutes later, it was South Oldham again. You could have heard a pin drop along the North Bullitt sidelines, except for the cheerleaders, who kept their back to the scoreboard and kept right on rooting for the home team. Let's take a look at some other scores around the state. Bardstown over E-Town. Boy, there's a good win for Bardstown. Boone County, number 2 team in the state over Lexington Tate's Creek. It is Bullitt Central in the short-ended Davies County. Brandon Egan, 3 touchdown passes, ran for a couple of more. Bullitt East wins again. Paris easy at home against Campbellsville. Carroll County wins at home. 2 points is all the difference at Taylor County to beat visiting Caverna. It is Nashville Montgomery Bell. Dirty Dogs came into Central Hardin and won. North Hardin, the winner over Fort Knox. Quarterback Brian Winslow, a couple of touchdown passes. KCD passed Frankfort. Ohio County wins at Grayson County. Eminence 44, the Kentucky School for the Deaf 18. It is LaRue County in a slug out against Russell County 44-40. Meade County wins on the road at Marion County. Nelson County bouncing back nicely, beat Barron County tonight. Bowling Green wins at home against Shelby County, and Bourbon County puts 63 points on the board to win 63-14 at Western Hill. Any high school athlete knows how demanding football is when you try to juggle it with school and other activities. But few high school football players are as busy as Jacob Morris. He's a defensive end for the Shelby County Rockets, an honor roll student, and a young man that's growing up on a 400-acre farm.
He's been working probably since he's 9 or 10 years old with chores.
On Saturdays and stuff, I usually have to feed the calves. I just go in and mix milk replacer and stuff, and then go in there and feed calves.
Pepper, here, pepper.
I'm in AP English where I have to read anywhere from 30 to 50 pages a night. Then I have calculus. So then I'm hurting there. It just takes a while to get all that stuff done.
He gets up in the morning working, he comes to school and works all day. He's an honor student. You know, it would have been awfully easy with his workload in football to have in his senior year avoided some of the AP classes that he's taken. And those advanced placement courses are just a bear all day long. He's thinking, concentrating. He'll come home and work on the farm and then can't go to bed. He's got AP homework to do. And then, you know, morning comes off too early.
Number 32, 0. 03 is indeed 0.
I don't know what kind of calculus student he is, but I know if he works as hard in there as he does on the football field, he'll learn some calculus.
His intelligence gets him in the right spot so that his limited athletic ability can get everything out of it.
There's times when there's other things he'd like to do, especially things that maybe his friends are doing. But he usually gets over it.
I don't know if it's the farm life or just Shelby County in general. Good parents, combination, all those things. But, you know, he's one of those kids that you like your son to grow up like. You know, you make a role model out of because he's an overachiever. Can't say enough about him.
Considering I'm not very big and not as fast as maybe other kids my size, that I have to work just as hard as anybody else, if not more. And I just try to make it where I can last longer than anybody else. If anything else, that I can just last longer.
Is that a great story or what? How does the Marines put it? Jacob does more by 9 o'clock than most of us do the rest of the day. Terrific story. If you've got a story out there that you'd like to send to us, give us our feature for High School Friday Night. We'd like to hear from you. Another great night for High School Friday Night. Another award winner, including Jacob Morris. We'll see you again next week. Don't forget to call in those scores. Have a good weekend, gang.
Of High School Friday Night. Brought to you by Dairy Queen, the place for hot eats and cool treats.